first thing I want to do, guys, I want to go to a disclaimer with you, okay? I always do this in the beginning, is despite my documented success, and I'll show you some of my documented success, you guys, and my students as well. And authenticity is training that does not imply that you won't make any money and follow in my footsteps. And in fact, you most likely will not earn nothing, as most folks don't take action, okay? We've heard this before. If you got to be an action taker, guys, to make your business grow, right? You have to build a business, guys. It's not, internet marketing is not an overnight thing. You know, people's doing T-shirts, or if they're doing affiliate marketing, building mini sites, little affiliate mini sites. What if you get slapped? You lose it all overnight. The thing about e-commerce, it doesn't happen that way. I'll explain to you here in a few minutes. But are you guys an action taker and want to learn an easy-to-follow system that could possibly make you financially free? And I bet there's a whole bunch of people. I see a whole lot of yeses here in the chat box. Yeah, guys, so you need to be an action taker. There's not a whole lot to e-commerce to get started off really quickly. People think it is, and people think there's, you know, I hear a lot of bad stigma about people saying, I've tried to deal with drop shippers, got ripped off, and I've dealt with like 150 companies throughout the years doing drop shipping with them. I still actively drop ship for about 75 companies, and I've never had one rip me off. Now, sure, I've had some bad drop shippers, okay? So I've had a few bad drop shippers, and I learned how to get around them and understand how people work ahead of time before I start having problems. Because even if I'm making a whole lot of money with somebody and they're shitty and they can't get stuff out in time and just keep sending the wrong products out, I won't work with them. I just can't do it, right? Because you have to make your customers happy. And we'll talk about it in a little bit too. Who's this for, guys? Anyone looking to leave their job and escape the rat race. Escape the 9 to 5, 8 to 6, or whatever you guys are working, 10 to 6. If you're working night shifts, we're talking about the 9 to 5 job. Anybody wants to leave that, guys, because you can leave it really quickly if you put your mind to it and, you know, put a little extra time in the evenings when the kids go to bed and the wife goes to sleep, you know, extra hour or two a night, build it up for a few months and to where you can quit your job, right? Anyone who's tried to make money online but can't seem to get it and wants to get rid of the roadblocks. I see this a lot, guys, that people keep buying stuff and buying stuff and buying stuff, but they never implement what they buy. They never really go through the process. And there's a lot of good products out there, and there's a lot of crappy products out there, but there's a lot of really good products out, especially these days compared to what there was 4 or 5 years ago. There was a lot of crappy products, really overpriced products. Now you can get a decent product for a fairly good price. Anyone looking for extra income to pay bills. Maybe you want to pay your house mortgage. You know, all you want is enough money to make your house payment, right? Maybe you want extra money for vacation every year, right? So you want to save, you know, $4,000, $5,000 a year, $10,000, whatever, for vacation. So anybody who just wants extra income, right? I like to I'd rather do it full time because I can do it myself and, you know, stay home, my own boss. So anyone who could use an extra 5 to 10 grand a month. Doesn't require any special business or marketing skills, and that's really key, guys. It does not take any really special business or marketing skills. You have to just follow a process that works, right? Anyone that's tired of their inconsistent income. So maybe you have a mailing list. Maybe you're doing affiliate marketing. Maybe you're selling T-shirts, and it's up and down, up and down, up and down. You want something that's going to be consistent, guys, and work over time, right? So let me go through a little chart here, guys. How would you like to make $200 to $300, even $1,000 a day? So we could just do the numbers for you guys real quick. Do the numbers. This is really easy stuff, guys, and you don't have to write this down. $100 a day times 365 days a year comes to $36,500, right? Pretty easy math. $200 a day times 365 is $73,000 a year. Now, wouldn't that change you guys' life? A lot of you guys probably would change you if you was making that kind of money. Now, $300 a day, guys. And these are easy milestones to overcome, guys, because you really start with 100, right? And once you start to do that $100 milestone a day, 200 to 300 goes really quickly. $300 a day, guys, $109,000, 110, right? Now, this is the kicker here. This is the one I like. This is the one I went 4 years ago. So $1,000 a day times 365, guys, is $365,000 a year. Okay, so if you have 4 or 5 e-commerce stores, you're selling stuff on Amazon, you have about 3, 4, 5 e-commerce stores, or how many you want to build, right? Because honestly, I can put an e-commerce store up in a day easily and get products up on it. Usually, and if it's got, you know, quite a few products, maybe 80 to 100 products, it might take me 2 days because I've got to load the products up on the website, right? Okay, $1,000 a day, guys. That's a pretty easy numbers to figure out there, right? So you start with 100 to 200 to 300, and it goes up, guys. See how fast it could go up. Now, if you're making $2,000 a day, look, that would double that. So you look at the numbers. and you can figure that out. Guys, this is one of my students. He started in October. He bought my product, and in October, by November, he did like $10,000 that month. And in December, and he did a screenshot. Actually, we talked in Skype and stuff, and I asked him if he would do a screenshot, and he's kind of hesitant, but he said, yes, I'll take out I want any information about your account or anything, which is not anything in here. But he showed me a snapshot of what he did in the 30 days, okay? In 30 days, he did $42,621.70. So 3,030 products. It's a lot, isn't it? And he started off gradually, but the way he did it, he really ramped it up quickly. And he was selling smaller items. When he picked up the company, we could get them out really quickly for him. So did really good, okay? So go to the next one. I want to show you guys another screenshot here. This is another one of my customers that bought my product, and he did $10,000 in December, okay? So not too bad. He had a balance of coming to him for $9,600 on his next payment. So between these two right here, he made $10,000. Yeah, so it's good numbers. Okay, what is dropshipping? I know some of you guys probably know what dropshipping is because it's been around a long time, and I want to explain it to people who does not understand what dropshipping is, right? So what you do, guys, you get a hold of a company, or they get a hold of you. I had two of them get a hold of me. Two companies get a hold of me. They want me to sell their products, and I said, sure, I only drop ship. And what I do is I place the products on my website, guys. They'll give me images, description, and the pricing and stuff. They'll give you wholesale pricing. Most of them give them UPC numbers and stuff. They'll give you retail pricing, which would be like a MAP price. So if they sell it to you for $38 and they recommend it being sold for at least $79, you want to sell for at least $79, maybe even more. You want to do more, but the bottom dollar would be $79.99. You always want to keep in prices what they want locked into. So you put the product on your website. The customer comes and buys that from you. That product from you, you get paid right then and there, and then you email your dropship company that the product's going to, say I have an order to be shipped to so-and-so, right? It's simple. Just let me go show you what this is what I've been using for years and years and years, the same template over and over and over again, okay? I'll show you guys real quick. I always like to show people. What I do is I always have a PO, so if the person was Bonnie Anderson, I always go Anderson, and today is 02-1715. So I always I remember that last person's name and the second month, 17th day of 2015, and 1 times product, right? Whatever product name is, okay? And then it'll go to Bonnie Anderson and her address and all that kind of stuff, right? So, oops, not the best typer, guys. And her address, okay? So it's as simple as that. So that's what I would do, send it to the manufacturer, and usually within the same day, guys, I'll get the email back with the tracking number, okay? And that's how easy it is. You take the order on your website, you send it over to the supplier, and the supplier blind drop ship it over to your customer, and then they'll send you the tracking number. So it's easy as that, guys, and you're done, right? So that's how really easy that is. That's what drop shipping is, and that's really how you want to get started, guys, because there's no inventory, right? Why choose e-commerce? It's predictable and sustainable, guys. I've been doing this for 13 years, and I've never had a website slapped by Google. You guys heard about the Panda update that Google did a few years ago, and all these different updates that they've done and slapped people, and they lost their whole business. For example, people was doing affiliate sites, little mini money sites, with their Amazon affiliate stuff, ClickBank, link share, sell, and all that kind of stuff. If your websites get all slapped, guys, you're hurting. You lose it all. And I've never had a website slapped by Google. I've never done anything risky or anything like that. And it's really hard to do anything risky. You just put products on your website and try to get, do good keyword techniques so you can get ranked, right? So once your store is set up, guys, it sells for you 24/7. So when your store is set up, it's not like there's a whole lot of maintenance. I rarely do a whole lot with my sites. I have an automatic backup system that does it for me, so it backs up my databases and stuff. I might have to change products from time to time if a manufacturer drops a line or adds new products or something like that. But it's not that often. Most of the companies I deal with don't change their products that often, right? So once your store's set up, it sells 24/7. It's like you're being there, but you're not. So it's nothing like waking up in the morning and you have money in your account from not doing a whole lot, right? Your site's already set up, and it just sells for you. So you can keep building sites after sites after sites. Because I got 40+ sites I bought 2 more domains today because, like I told you earlier, a guy called me today and he said, I've got this really unique product, and it was a particular doorbell. I never would have thought of it. And he said, and I'm licensed to do all these, and I'd really like to talk to you about some of websites, some of my websites. So I told him to email me, send me some information. He said he's doing NFL and a whole bunch of stuff, college doorbells. But they got this, it's a particular little helmet doorbell button, all this kind of stuff. I went and bought the domains, guys. I bought mp3doorbells.com a while ago. Think about that. I bought fightsongdoorbells a while ago.com, fightsongdoorbells.com. It's available. And I'm going to show you here in a little while some of my techniques, how I do this, guys, because you buy domains easily. You don't think they're available, but they are. And I'll show you if they are available, if there's somebody's taking them, what you can do to get ranked as well. Okay? You can work from anywhere, guys. Got a laptop or internet connection? Easy smeezy. If you're drop shipping, you have no products to worry about. You don't have to worry about shipping them out yourself, packing them up, inventory, or all that stuff. So you can work from anywhere as long as you have an internet connection and at least a laptop, right? Wouldn't work really well with an iPad because you have to have images stored and stuff like that when they send you into email, that kind of stuff. So you need a laptop, right? So you can work from anywhere in the world as long as you got a good internet connection and a laptop computer. Choose your own hours, guys, full-time or part-time. Like I said before, what if you're working 9-to-5 jobs, which probably some of you guys are, and you hate your job, you hate your boss, yada, yada, yada. What you can do is work your daily job, come home, spend the time with your family, because that's what it's all about, right, with your kids and stuff, and wait till they go to sleep. And what you do is sacrifice an hour or two of sleep a night, build your business up. It doesn't really take that long. Once you figure out the techniques and you follow somebody's plan that works, like mine, you will understand how it works, and it doesn't take no time to build this up, guys. Once you start making enough money, you can have no boss, and that's very important because you get tired. Maybe you like your boss. Most people don't like their bosses, or somebody, people they work with or whatever, and they hate going to work every day, right? You have to get up there a certain time every day. You have to drive to work, snow, rain, traffic jams, yada, yada, yada. You hate going to work, and you just don't like being, you can be your own boss, guys, right? So what you do is build a real business that will stand the test of time, and that's what I've done, guys, and it's a real business. I always like to say this is a real business, and you hear a lot of people say, I wish so-and-so would build a real business. He's doing affiliate marketing, he's doing email marketing, all he's doing is building a list. And what if, for example, if you're doing email marketing and the FCC or FTC comes in and says, people can't do this anymore, right? You lost your whole business. Maybe you're doing T-shirts and something happens and they just goes in hell in a handbasket, and there's nothing you can do about it. You lost your whole business. Okay, I'll give you another example, guys. What if you're selling on Amazon? This happened to me twice last year. What if you were selling on Amazon? Okay, that's all you're doing. You're just selling on Amazon, and they shut your account down. All your money's gone. You have no more income. It's done. And it's scary if you really think about it. I'm fortunate enough that I have my own websites, and I make enough money I don't have to worry about Amazon. But I make a lot of money on Amazon. And I really wanted to get back into it. And I found out ways to do it, guys. It's really not, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing, it's perfectly honest. They'll tell you how to get back in. If you call them, you have to know a number to call. And I've got a link that they'll call you. I got a link that I can put in my browser, and they'll call you. As soon as you put your number in there, you instantly get your phone will instantly ring within seconds. Have someone on the line talking to you. Okay? So I've got a cool little thing that I learned that works, and questions you need to ask them and stuff too, and they'll tell you the answers how to get your account turned back on. But what I'm trying to get to, guys, is Amazon's not a real business. eBay's not a real business because you're relying on them. Sure, Amazon's big. You should be selling on Amazon. You should be selling on eBay, but you need to build your own websites, guys. I like to have control, right? You can start making money pretty well right away, guys, if you put your mind to it. If you're a newbie, you can start with eBay. And I explain all this kind of stuff, guys, in my product. You need to get started and get started making money right away. You can do it full-time or part-time, wherever you want to. How do you want to get started? Like I said, you can dedicate some of your time part-time to build it up. Dedicate a few hours sleep a night to build your business to where you can go full-time, right? But you need to dedicate a little time. You need to put some effort into it. If you don't, it's not going to happen, guys, because money just doesn't fall in your lap. It doesn't grow on trees. If it did, I would have bought every tree in the country or where I can get, but it just doesn't, okay? Let's say, guys, to be successful with e-commerce, you need the following. And I'm going to show you some cool things just in a minute. You need effective niche research to find hot-selling products, guys. If you can't find hot-selling products, what's the use? If you put stuff up that everybody's selling, you won't make any money. If you can't find the hot sellers, then there's no use because there's all kinds of stuff you can sell, but you need to find the ones that are selling hot. You need to find reliable manufacturing suppliers that will supply the product and ship them to your customers. Reliable manufacturers, guys. All right. Third-party marketing, Amazon and eBay. We talked about that. So you want to build your own business, your real business, building your websites. And I'll show you techniques, guys, how you get ranked really quickly and easy for particular keywords in a few minutes. You want third-party marketing. You want to do Amazon, eBay, different shopping networks. I was just invited to get into Sears myself for some products I'm importing from China. You want a website or websites accepts payments. We talked about that. That's where your real business comes in, guys, is having your own websites. And you still want to use Amazon and eBay, but you really want to rely on your websites. Excuse me, I'll take a drink. My throat's getting really dry. You want traffic generation strategies that work over time, guys. Good basic SEO on your website, which is really, really easy. It's not as hard as you think. You have to have rewrite tools to build so you can have your URLs really good and SEO friendly. A couple other things, descriptions and so forth, right? Your images and stuff like that. So you need traffic generation strategies that work over time. You can use Facebook or whatever, and I also teach that in my product too, guys. Software that help you along the way. Software to find hot selling products, software, keyword softwares. Some are free, some cost you. It could be QuickBooks. I mean, you always need little software tools, guys, to help you along the way. It doesn't have to be really expensive, but you do need software tools, guys. So there's 3 keys to building a successful e-commerce business, and that's what this is about, is the 3 keys, guys. And through this, I'm going to show you some cool little techniques. Key 1, find hot niche products, guys. Now look at this as the Amazon screenshots I took. And if you look, excuse me, at the John Deere tractor, 333 sold, and in reality, guys, I would say maybe out of 100, every 100 sales, you might get 3 people, maybe 4 tops to give you a review. So if you have anything looks like this, you see somebody's got 1,434 reviews, 434 reviews. They probably sold 15,000 plus of this or more, a lot more. 10 to 50, yeah, 10, 15,000 of these at least. So a Go Pet Club cat tree. Easy to find the manufacturer too, guys, because it says Go Pet. Go Pet, right? Do their espresso table. Who would have thought? Here's another cat tree, 577. And here's another little table thing. And I found this on one guy that was selling on Amazon, guys. This is really easy techniques to go through. Okay? Find hot niche products. Make sure your target market, guys, has repeat customers. If you don't have repeat customers, your business is not going to do you well. You want to keep repeat customers. The best customer is the one who already knows and trusts you, right? And he'll tell his friends and everything, okay? Is it seasonal niche product like Christmas ornaments, Halloween costumes, guys, Mardi Gras stuff? That's always really good, and I'll explain to you here for just a minute. Seasonal niche products goes crazy, guys. I crush it on Christmas stuff during the holidays. Crush it every year, right? Halloween, I do some cycling stuff. I make really good on that too. Competition is good. It shows that there's a market, guys. If there's no competition, there isn't no market, okay? It's not worth getting into. Maybe sure you can create a market, but it's not going to make a whole lot of money. And you also want to know your competitors, guys, and research them beforehand. Always, always, always. All right. Avoid products everywhere in the world just trying to sell, like stuff at Amazon, right? I'm talking about Walmart. So don't try to sell commodities, guys. Commodities like toilet paper, paper towels, toothbrush, toothpaste. I even say commodities. I even don't like this. I like to say that like shot glasses, plastic license plates, anything under 20 bucks. I try to stay away from, guys. You don't want to compete with Walmart at all. So you sell what they don't do, guys. Or any store like that, any big box store like that, don't try to compete with the products they sell. It's not going to work. Because online they're big, and even at the stores, because you want to sell people products they just can't get anywhere, right? Concentrate on more expensive and lightweight products. Don't limit your profits, guys. So here's what I'm talking about. I went to a trade show one time, and I went to a trade show just for garden statues. And I started talking to these manufacturers, beautiful garden statues, guys, good prices and stuff. And I said, they asked me if they drop ship. They said, sure. And the second thing they said to me is like, well, do you have a dock or a forklift? I'm like, why would I need that? He said, well, these are concrete. They're big and they're concrete. So what I did find some manufacturers that did some fiberglass ones that were smaller, and I have been selling garden statues for 3 or 4 years now. But my thing is here, if you can go with like belt buckles or something small, lightweight, uh, the shipping, you can make money on shipping. So if you're charging $6.99 on your website or whatever for shipping, and it costs you $3.99, so you can make a couple bucks on shipping. Now, if you're buying products in bulk or something too, then the lightweight, that's where that comes in handy as well, right? Anytime you do anything with heavy stuff like furniture or so forth, because that's another niche I was going to get in 2 years ago, find out there's a lot of different logistical stuff that you want to stay away from. So anything, guys, always concentrate on products for $50 to $75 and above. Always, always. Don't give up. So take advantage of the resources you have on the internet. Back when I got started, guys, there was not that. 2003, think about it, that's 12 years ago, 13 roughly, 12 years ago. There wasn't the resources there is now. There wasn't the tools there is now. Google wasn't big like they are now. There just wasn't a lot of resources, and I've learned on my own. So you guys shouldn't give up, because there's a lot more advantage you have than I, had. So I had to pretty well learn on my own, right? It wasn't that fun. So what I'm gonna do now, guys, I'm gonna give you a couple niches, hot niches for you guys. Collegiate and NFL. So sports fanatics, and you guys probably know some sports fanatics, right? So let me give you an example. Say you went to Georgia Tech, right? In Georgia, right? You're Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And you moved to Ohio after you graduated for a job, right? Are you going to root for Ohio State Buckeyes? No, 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 because you're alumni. You will always be alumni till you die. And people will buy you gifts for Christmas or birthdays or whatever. Your family will, or your friends, because they knew you as a graduate from that school. There's always rivalries in the family and stuff. So maybe your children went to another college, da-da-da-da-da. There's always rivalry. But sports fans are fanatics, guys. So that's a really good, hot niche. It's actually the first niche I ever got into when I started doing this stuff is collegiate. And I still have a few websites doing it. Not as big as it was, but it's still a good niche. Any kind of licensing thing is really good, guys. Okay, give you a few more. Cycling. Another one I've been doing. I'm selling a particular product. I'm not selling all kinds of stuff cycling. I'm selling a particular product. Golfing's big, guys. Anything golfing's big, and there's a lot of different things. And golfers are fanatics as well. Scuba diving. I'm a scuba diver. I've paid thousands of bucks for product, different things. My suits and stuff. You wouldn't believe how much it costs just for just some of the things I buy from it, right? Computers and all that kind of crap. Baby and infant, survivalist, pets. People are crazy about the pets, guys. Healthcare, bird watchers. And we'll talk about bird watchers here in a minute. Scrapbooking, hunting, martial arts. It goes on and on and on. I'm just giving you guys a few of them. If you don't have time to write this down, you guys stick here. And like I said, at the end of it, I will give you the link to this presentation. But you have to stick through the presentation here. Let me give you that link. Holiday niches, guys. Christmas, Halloween, Father's Day, Mother's Day. Think about it. Easter, St. Patrick's Day, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. If you go to Google, you don't have to do it now, but if you go to Google, you can type in daily holidays, and there's just about a holiday, but every day there's some particular holidays. But holiday niches works good, guys. I do Easter, there's Easter right there. Christmas does good for me. Halloween does well as well. All right. Hobby and novelty products, guys. You guys ever been outside walking around somewhere? Maybe I know it's really big in Florida, but you can go to YouTube and type in train horn scare people. It's funny. But these things sell for thousands of bucks, guys, anywhere from 500 to a couple, 2,000-3,000 bucks. And it's a novelty product that kids will buy to scare the hell out of people when they're driving around town, right? So any kind of novelty stuff works really good. Think about man caves and all that kind of stuff. People buy this kind of stuff, guys. It's crazy. So anytime a hobby or novelty product's really hot. I'll give you guys an example. Baseball Christmas ornament, guys. Look, this is just a few months ago. Sold 7 of them. One person's one of this crazy little baseball Christmas one. This is one of my Amazon screenshots. College in LSU. There's NASCAR. I saw a lot of NASCAR stuff on Amazon. A whole lot. Christmas ornaments. There's an Arizona Christmas tree garland. And so on and so on. So just showing you guys that this stuff does sell very well. Look. 10th, 11th, 10th, 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 right? So you can sell a lot of this types of stuff on Amazon. I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to show you something here that I did this test, and I put these products up here on 11/10 of 2014. Okay? This was November the 10th, 2014 at, I don't know, 3 o'clock in the afternoon or so. And that's when I uploaded the product. And it was an African-American Diva Angel Christmas tree topper with feathers. let's go back. I'll show you the date again. It was on the 10th, all right? On the 13th and 14th, I'd sold 1, 2, 3 of these guys, $49.99 a piece. It cost me $17.50, I think it was, and the company dropped shipping it for me, right? It's crazy how you can put stuff up, guys, if people, you just don't know if it'll sell or not, and next you know, I actually sold about 100 of these within a month, guys. I sold out of them for that company. So, really good niche, right? It's picked a pretty good one. They gave me a whole bunch of products, a whole bunch of images, and I started putting them up. It was really easy smeezy. All right, guys, so this key number 2. We would talk about key number 1 is hot niches. I'll give you guys a bunch of them. You want to find reliable manufacturers, right? So investigate and research your competition, guys, because you can find the manufacturers that way. So, for example, if you look in their description or their title, a lot of time they'll give it out, the manufacturer's name, and you just Google the manufacturer and find it pretty easy. That's a really easy way that if you find a product that's only a few people selling, you can check out your competition, and probably 1 out of the 3 or 2 or 3 that you got has got the name and manufacturer right in. So you just Google the manufacturer, call them, ask them to drop ship, yada, 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 and you're ready to roll. Research trade shows and merchandise market directories to easily find reliable manufacturers. Back in the day, guys, you had to sign up for these trade shows and merchandise markets to get into the directories. I'm talking about online, to go in to see the manufacturers. Nowadays, you can just Google, for example, Atlanta Trade Show Merchandise Mart, Chicago Merchandise Mart directory, that kind of stuff, and you can find it pretty easy doing that. I'm really big about trade shows, guys. Back in the day, before they had directories, you had to go to the trade shows. And I just went to one a few weeks back, 3 or 4 weeks ago. My wife went to Atlanta, and there's next to this one this weekend I'm thinking about going to in Atlanta. Because you can find manufacturers, guys, really easy that way. This is one of my favorites. You don't have to go across country to go to trade shows. There's usually some in your town, close by in some of the bigger cities. They have, for example, gun and knife shows. I think this last weekend they had some kind of boat show or auto show or something in Raleigh. They always have, I'm close to Raleigh, North Carolina, so there's trade shows up there and stuff like that at the convention center and so forth. So pay attention to details, guys, when investigating a potential manufacturer. You always want to pay attention to if they answer the phone in an orderly fashion, if they respond to emails, in a decent time frame within a day or so, right? First, especially when you start talking to them, you want to really pay attention. You want to take notes, and I'll explain to you how to do that. Don't use middlemen, guys. Never pay a monthly fee. So I'm going to give you guys 2 examples. You heard of DOBA, D-O-B-A, and Worldwide Brands, and I'm not trying to knock them down. They were around actually after I got started. And I thought about doing that same kind of way they're doing it, but what they're doing, guys, they're going to trade shows, and then they're selling you the information, the manufacturer's name, and you can find them just by Googling most of the time, guys. Finding this stuff just by Googling really fast and find the manufacturers. Now, why would you pay a company a monthly fee to do this for you? And you have to go through them this place to send the orders in, guys. So if you send an order into the middleman, he has to send it to the manufacturer, and then it has to go back to you to get the tracking information from the middleman again. And if there's a problem with the order, you're going to be all kinds of messed up, believe me. So you never, ever, ever, ever pay anybody a monthly fee to sell the products online. Never. Other than a drop shipping fee. Most companies, for example, I was telling you about the Diva that I'm selling for $49.99, or I was till we sold out, until we get some more sometime this year. But anyway, I'm giving $17.50 for it, but they charge like $3 drop shipping fee. Most companies charge $3 to $5. I've got rare cases that some don't charge any drop ship fee, but most of them would charge us $3 to $5 per order. I like to do per order because sometimes I'll sell more than one product for one manufacturer, and I might send in 3 different products for one order, right? For one person. So some will do per item, and some will do per order. So it's usually $3 to $5. That's on top of it, because that's sort of trouble walking across the warehouse to pack the thing up and pull it and all that kind of stuff, right? And it's worth it, because you don't have to inventory it or anything like that. You don't have to worry about buying a bunch of stuff and then not know if it's going to sell, and it's going to be sitting in your garage or a warehouse somewhere. You're paying storage fees and that kind of crap. It's not worth it in the long run. Okay. Finding manufacturers do not sell to the general public. So, for example, you go to their website, you find a manufacturer, and you got a contact. You're looking for the contact us, so you contact them, right? Phone number, email, that kind of stuff. And if you see they're selling their own products on their own website there to the public, don't deal with them. That's one of my mottos. I don't like to compete against the companies I'm selling for, because they'll try to sell it for. They'll sell it cheaper than you'll sell it, right? Most of the time. So, give you guys a little Google search tips. If you can write this down, I'll go ahead and put it down, and I'll explain how this works. And I'm going to give this to the guys. Hang out to the end of it, and I'll give you this whole PDF and everything here. Okay, you go to google.com, guys, and you put in the quotes right here, site.com, and you see in the quotes how it goes, dropship agreement, and then another one in quotes, toys. So what you're looking for is you're looking for a dropship agreement for manufacturers to dropship toys, okay, .coms. You see the second one here, it says .co.uk. This is for you guys that are in the UK. This is how this works, right? Because you guys are going to get a .co.uk. You look for a dropship agreement and toys, and you replace the toys with whatever you guys are doing, right? It could be cycling jerseys. It could be birding binoculars. It could be whatever keywords you're putting in here. This is just another way of doing it, guys. Without the brackets, you can put it in here, okay? Like this. Works the same way. So I'm giving you guys just some different ways you can do this. I'll show you giving you an example of what it looks like, right? I just put that little algorithm in here, put pets, and I put dropship agreement. And look what I come up with, 1,880,000 results. And the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's not any more there. But you can see right here, right off the bat, what it comes up with. So I'm gonna go back for you guys, Kim. The ones you didn't get to write it down. And if you can't write it down fast enough, guys, like I said, at the end of it, I will give you the link where you'll have the 9 videos I told you I'll give you and this whole presentation here, okay? So if you don't have time to write it down, that's fine. We just need to write down a couple of them here. Take a screenshot of your screen real quick if you want to do that. That's fine too, all right? Hope you guys get a lot out of this. But that's what you guys can come up with. Really quick, you can find companies that drop ship like this without having to do all kinds of searches and a lot of calls and all kinds of stuff, right? Customer service, guys, key 3. We're talking about this is number 3. We talked about this is a 3 keys e-commerce success, right? Customer service, guys, 1-800 number and a customer contact form, always on your websites. A 1-800 number and a customer contact form, which is a contact form where they fill it out, really, their name, email addresses, email address, and what they're asking about, right? There could be a link to just to open up the email for your website, or it could be just a contact form, right? 1-800 number, guys, cheap. Under 20 bucks. I use evoice.com, evoice.com. It's like $16.99 or something like that. It's got a lot of options. You can have different lines. Line 1 for support, line 2 for sales, line 3 for accounting, whatever. And it's really good. And the cool thing about it too is you have it routed to your home number, right? So they don't know they're calling my home number. You call 1-800 number and it gets routed to my home number. Also, if I don't answer, it'll leave them the option to leave a voicemail. And when they do, the voicemail will be emailed to you. It's really cool, guys. Now, one thing that's cool about that, too, what if I go out of town? I got a cell phone. I just instantly log into the website, evoice.com, log in, put my phone number in there for my cell number, save, I'm done. I love eVoice, guys, so have nothing to do with it or anything, not making any money off of it, but I recommend you guys. There's other ones out there. There's other ones out there, but my favorite is evoice.com, so, and it's cheap, guys. And it's well worth, 800 number is well worth just putting your regular phone number in there. Always have a prevalent number on top of your website, guys. Always on the top header somewhere, a 1-800 number, because people will call, and you want to have your customers. And it's not a lot of people will call, guys. You don't get a ton of calls, but people do have asked questions and stuff, okay? Be out in front and honest with your customers. Always contact your customer immediately if there's an item on back order or if there's any issue with an order. So, give you an example, guys. We've heard about this all the time. People say, well, a manufacturer that, it's never have anything in stock. Well, the first thing, you shouldn't be dealing with that manufacturer. They never have anything in stock, all right? But there is times to where something's going to be out of stock, especially around the holidays when things sell a whole lot of. You might get inventory sheet from the manufacturer. So there's 24 the day before, and the next day they're all gone, okay? I don't get inventory sheets from most of my companies, maybe once every week from a lot of them. Some of them don't send it. But most of the stuff, if you give us a good manufacturer, we'll have products in stock all the time, guys. But always contact your customer, right? Because here's an example, guys. I guarantee 75% of my customers, for example, if I have a cycling jersey and that size is not available, they may order a large, and there's only small, extra large, and extra, extra large, so there's no mediums or larges. I'll contact them and say, hey, it's on back order. It's going to be 4 to 6 weeks, for example. We won't charge your card or anything like that. We can hold the money for there, and we can put on back order, or we can cancel the order, whichever, right? The money wasn't there to start off with, guys, so it's nothing really to, you know what I mean? If you didn't have the money to start off with, just go ahead and cancel the order if they want to cancel the order, right? There's not a problem with that. But you're not going to see as much as people talk, you've heard in the past. It's not that big of a problem, but it does occur. It's going to occur. So anytime you're dealing with drop shippers, guys, that stuff will come above every once in a while. So you have to just deal with it. Get a hold of your customer instantly, and that way, this is an opportunity for you to shine and win repeat business and have customers who will tell their friends, guys, which is free advertising. A lot of people tell their friends, family, and stuff. I get this a lot, so it's free advertising. And they'll leave positive reviews, which is very, very important, guys. You want, especially on Amazon and stuff, you want positive reviews. On eBay, positive reviews, because that helps people decide that you are a good person to buy from. So, for example, on my eBay listings and stuff, I always put buy from 100% positive feedback seller and buy with confidence, right? Because I do have on eBay, I have 100% feedback. I've sold thousands, tens of thousands of items on eBay, but I have 100% because I keep my customers happy. If we've got a problem, then I always take care of it, right? So, always leave positive. You want positive reviews, guys. And that includes, and let me go back, that includes putting an insert in your, so for if you have to deal with the manufacturer, guys, a lot of them will put inserts in all the shipments they take out. So for example, you can have put in there, please leave a positive review if you're happy with our shipping. If you're happy with your purchase, please leave a positive review on Amazon, or eBay where they bought it from. So you'd have a pre-done form, you send it over to the manufacturer, and they'll put it in the package for you. It's cool, right? Okay, give you guys a good example for choosing good domain names. This is really, really cool stuff, guys. I really love this part. I love teaching people this part. There's a couple other things I want to show you guys you're going to love. Always buy relevant keyword-rich domain names, guys. Always, 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 always relevant keyword-rich domain names. I told you a while ago, just today, guys, I bought fightsongdoorbells.com. That is a good keyword. MP3 doorbells, guys. Go search for it. MP3 doorbells have got 1.some million results come up. I'll be ranked for that in a couple of days. If I don't get ranked for it, I have videos get ranked for it. It costs me $5 on Fiverr, and I can get ranked quickly and get traffic to that website. Very important, guys. Stay away from trademark names. I made a mistake. I'll give you an example. I bought a lot of NCAA collegegear.com, NCAA cyclingjerseys.com. I bought a bunch of them years ago. And that's just one example. I bought a bunch of different types, different names, and throughout my career, I learned to stay away from anything that could be trademark names, guys, because you can get some trouble. I've never had to really gotten in financial trouble with anything. I've always been nice enough to not sue me, but you want to stay away from trademark names. Do not put them in your domain name. Okay, that's what I'm telling you. 3 to 4 word domain names, guys. No more than 3 to 4 word domain names. No hyphens, numbers, or abbreviations. .com's best, guys. Not .net, .org, no, not .us, nothing. You want .com, okay? So very important. Stay with trademark names. 3 to 4 word domain names, guys. If you can buy 2, you're doing really good. I got lucky on the ones I bought today. Fight Song Doorbells is 3 words, right? Fight Song Doorbells. Okay, MP3 Doorbells is 2 words. It's hard to find them, but I got lucky on that one. All right. No hyphens, numbers, or abbreviations. You guys know what that is, right? I did the MP3 because it's getting ranked. I usually don't do anything like that, but what I'm saying, like H2 college gear or something like that. Trying to get ranked for college gear, the keyword term, and you just put H2 or something there, right? Or college gear 2 or something. But you see what I'm talking about. Like MP3 doorbells will get ranked really easily because there's people searching for them. And .com always, guys, are the best. So I'll give you guys an example. Look up here at the top. I'll give you guys a cool little way to gauge. This is a way to gauge, okay, guys? Gauge a niche quickly, a keyword, okay? This is the quickest way to do it. I'm going to show you a little technique, and you guys are going to drop, okay? I hope you do. But, okay, look. Birdie binoculars, guys. See right here? I put birdie binoculars, okay? First thing we know, we've got competition. There's ads being run, so we know this is a good, probably decent niche getting started into. We're seeing this shop for birdie binoculars here, so we know there's competition. We always want competition, guys. But what do you see here? birding-binoculars.net, right? You guys go look at that site. Go here, look. Go here, pull this up. One of the ugliest websites you've probably seen in a while, right? Birding binoculars.net. I think somebody bought the .com while we was on a webinar one night. This is a birdie binoculars guide is what this is, guys. But no, birdie binoculars dash binoculars, okay? But he is ranked. Oh, same one, isn't it? Okay. All right. But look at this, guys. .net is there, all right? What I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys something here. You see what I've got here behind here, and I'm going to explain this. It'll take a minute for me to explain this to you guys because I want you to understand how this works, okay? Okay, you guys see this here? I got a notepad here. And start equals 990. See that? Pull it over here on the side here. I'm going to go back for you guys. I want to show you what I'm doing here, okay? All right, so you see the URL up here. https www.com/ and the Q equals birdie binoculars, okay? This is what I searched for in Google, okay? That's the URL. Now, take a look what I did next. Behind birdie binoculars, I put in and start equals 990. This exactly is what I put in here, guys, okay? And I hit enter. Over here and hit search or whatever, hit enter. But I put it behind that keyword, that URL. Let's go back again. So that's the URL I had there. After I did the search, I hit search, I did birdie binoculars, typed it in, did a search. Okay, I went to the very end of the S right here. Right there at the end of the S, and I put and start equals 990. I hope you guys are getting this. I hope I'm not going too fast. I want you guys to understand what I'm doing here. Okay, now I'm going to go, now when you do that, guys, you hit search. You hit enter or whatever. After you type that in, you hit enter. And here's what you're going to come up to. It's going to come up to the last page of birdie binoculars keyword search. Because you guys see all these numbers down here? You can click and click and click and click on some results to get to the very end. And always, this is what you're going to get to the very end of that search results. Because Google only goes to 999 actually. That's why I put the 990. In order to show you the most relevant results, we have omitted some entries very similar to the 317 already displayed. See that number right there, guys? 317. Different now. The different keywords you're doing, whatever. I'm looking for birdie binoculars here. I'm doing something else. It'd be a different number, 200, whatever the number is. That's what we're looking at. Okay, the 317. That's the number we want to look at. Okay, I'll give you guys a scale here. And that category is right above 300, which is easy to intermittent to get ranked for. Like for example, birdiebinoculars.com. birdiebinocularstore.com, birdiebinocularsonline.com. And I'll show you that what I mean by that in just a second. All right. Let me show you what the omitted search results looks like on the scale that I have that I use. I'm just showing you guys a really easy breakdown it right there. And this is what it looks like. Okay, easy, extremely easy to get ranked. So I'm talking about basic SEO too, guys, doing basic SEO, basic SEO. And one of the most first basic things is buying a keyword-rich domain name. All right, we got a 317, which is easy. At this number, the SEO still work relatively easy. I'm right above 300, which is intermediate, but I still think it's pretty close to easy for me, right? For most people, it should be pretty easy, right? So that's a niche I'll be going after. See when it gets up here to 500, 700, probably tough. Basically a waste of time when it's 700 or above, right? So I always like to stay right into the 300 something mark into right in here because you're not going to find too many extremely easy anymore, guys. It's going to be the 200s to lower threes, right? If you can't, if you see these higher numbers, guys, you stay away from, okay? But what I had gotten is I got 317 in that search result by doing that. And you guys put any keyword you want. I just did birdie binoculars, you know, and then put the and start equals 990 at the end of it, all right? See right here, birdie binoculars, and I'm going to go back over it again real quick. I put right behind it, behind the S, and start equals 990, right? That is the result I come to, because you, just to be honest, you can go through here and click, and do your 10 at a time, keep going through the process till you get to the end, and you'll see this. But if you put the and start equals 990, it'll help you go to the end really quickly. Okay, this just saves you a lot of time, guys. And this gauge, not many people knows what this means. You know what I mean? Like, where's it? What 317? What's that mean? But this it helps me gauge that market quickly, guys, to understand if I want to try to buy birdiebinoculars.com or Birdie Binoculars Store or whatever. Birdiebinoculars.com was taken a few months ago by somebody against one of our training sessions. All right, and I showed you the scale, pretty easy. You guys can take a screenshot of this, write it down, whatever. It'll be in the slide when I give it to you, the PDF slide when I give it to you guys at the end, along with the 9 videos I promised you for a freebie for coming. Okay, Give you an example here, guys. This is cool stuff too. You guys like this stuff. This is some of my favorite stuff to teach people. How I buy domain names, guys. This is how I get ranked really easy for most of my domain names. I'm not saying all the 40 plus ones of mine are really great winners, but a lot of them are because of this technique. I like to just throw the websites out there, and with the ones that stick, go. The ones that don't, right. I got one that just put up a few months ago. Guys, doing me 10 grand a month already. I just threw it up. And it's just crazy how you can do this stuff pretty easy. But the end of the domain name, okay? So, for example, I was saying birdiebinoculars, right? .com, probably taking it is. What about birdiebinocularstore.com? birdiebinocularsonline.com, birdiebinocularsdepot.com, birdiebinocularcenter.com, birdiebinocularsworld.com, and birdiebinocularcentral.com. And there's other ones you can use too. This just is my favorites. The ones that work, I'll be honest with you, store and online work for me very, very well. My two favorite ones, most of the time people don't think about buying domain names like this because most, just face it, a lot of domain names, good, easy ones are taken, right? But all you got to do is, guys, is buy that domain name store.com, right? collegegearstore.com. I think I just let that one go, guys. I might have let that one go because I've got so many college sites and it wasn't doing as good as I wanted, didn't have time with it as much, but College Gear Store, let's go for dog collar store, dogcollarsonline.com. You name it, going on and on, guys. So at the end of the domain, that's what you would do, right? Okay, let's give you another example. At the front of the domain name, just some examples of doing at the front of the domain name, guys. DIY birding binoculars, my birding binoculars, yourbirdingbinoculars.com. There's a list of all kinds of other ones, guys. But I like to use in the end what I was telling you guys about with the store and online. Works really well, and most of the time you can find domain names really easy. Nobody's using that. Nobody thinks about it, but it does work for helping you get ranked, get traffic really easily, guys. Them two does. The store here and online. So put it at the end of the domain name and buy it. At the front of the domain name, DIY, my, or your. Right? So look, this is not available anymore, guys. I know that. I did a search here a while back, and somebody said it was taken. It was available, birdiebinoculars.com. Oh, it's not available. I'm sorry, not available. But it was available a few months ago. Somebody grabbed it. Okay, birdiebinocularscenter.com is available. Where it was. I don't know if it is anymore. birdiebinocularsdepot.com, available. Another one, right? So it's not that hard to just buy a domain name, guys. Because like I said, birdiebinoculars.com was taken. That's when Birdie Binoculars Center, Birdie Binoculars Depot, all available. Easy stuff, guys. So, who wants to watch over my shoulder and see exactly how I do this, guys? How I do this over and over again. And I'm talking about eBay, Amazon, a whole crazy bunch of information about your own websites, and Amazon and eBay. I mean, I've got so much information. But who wants to watch to see all kinds of yeses, 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 yes? Yeah, I can't wait. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. I want to give you guys $3,000. Save you $3,000, and I'll tell you why. You guys remember Amazing Selling Machine? It was overpriced. I bought it the last time they released it. They sold it for $3,000. I think last time was $3,500. It was $3,000 when I paid for it. All it covered, guys, is Amazon. All these guys are selling you guys is Amazon, doing FBA, shipping from China, white labeling your products, and shipping to Amazon. And you're relying on Amazon. I give you guys a reason why you do not rely on Amazon for your business, because they can shut your ass down. And believe me, they shut you down easily. It doesn't take much for them to shut you down, guys. eBay, you can get away with murder. Amazon, you cannot, will not, guarantee it at all. Even if you're trying to do things right, which I was doing, there was nothing I was doing wrong at all. So that will shut you down for almost some of the stupidest reasons, guys. And I got shut down twice last year. So you do not never rely on Amazon. You always have to have different techniques and other third-party ways of doing things, right? They only covered Amazon and they only covers Amazon and white label products is all AMS did for you guys, right? Which limits your selling market, losing you tons of money. You do not want to sell on Amazon. My product has way more training than the guys, and I'll show you here in a minute. And I got priority software that no one else has access to. Only you will have it, giving you an advantage over the competition. Guarantee nobody has this software, guys. With two pieces of software I have, and we're actually working on another piece of software now. It's almost done. Hopefully, a few days it'll be done. I'm adding. So I simply don't want hardworking people like yourself missing out on a wonderful opportunity and saving you a lot of cash and headaches along the way. Because guys, I've been doing this, and all the stuff that I teach in my products is tried and true methods and stuff. I don't hold anything back. I want you guys to succeed. And what this product is, guys, is called Ecom Domination. This is my flagship product. I've done a lot of e-commerce products throughout the years, and smaller ones, but I wanted to make this one that was the A to Z to e-commerce, guys, that showed you everything. And I'm still constantly adding to it because I think sometimes I find cool little techniques or little ways of doing things, and I'll just make videos, guys, and throw them in there for you. I'm constantly adding to the product. Ecom Domination, guys. It's complete e-commerce training that will get you selling products online at lightning speed and guarantee it. You take action with the easy-to-follow method with exclusive software. The software, guys, I'll show you in a minute a snapshot of what it looks like and what it does. Build a six-figure e-commerce business will generate steady income for years and years and years. What you guys want to do is you want a six-figure business, because then you build it up to high six-figure businesses. And I'll show you guys what you get in training. Just go here to the next screen. When you log in, guys, I go to a video here, and you want to watch the video for sure, because what I explain in here is how to get started here, because there's a lot of information in here, guys. There's an introduction to e-commerce. If you're a newbie, you need to watch this. You need to start the business. It explains to you how to start your business and get started with the business license and so forth, and all the resources to do so. If you already have a business license, guys, you can skip this completely, this whole module. But you need to understand here, I explain to you how to get started here, because if you don't, right now, if you're a newbie, you want to start selling on eBay, make a little money, get your feet wet. Then you want to build. Then you can go in to build your store and then start using Amazon. You don't want to jump in Amazon to kind of understand it. And I explained that in the video, guys. We had a whole module on creating content, how to do content, how to write good content, and it doesn't have, you don't have to write much content. Because face it, guys, manufacturers will give you the descriptions, but you have to change it just a little bit to put some keywords in there and change it to where it's not the same thing that everybody else has. We have traffic generation. One whole module, and most of these modules, not just a couple of videos, guys, there's a lot of information in here for you guys to follow. It's really easy to follow. Facebook Marketing Blueprint. I even go to bulk plus surplus and liquidation, guys. I bought tractor trailer loads of stuff throughout the years for next to nothing, for pennies. I'm seriously, guys, for next to nothing. And I explain to you how to do that, guys. If you really want to buy stuff and inventory it, and small stuff as well. I also cover importing white label, because, guys, I import my own products from China. I've been doing it for about 3 years now. I learned how it's easy to use Alibaba, and then I get my people on Skype. But there's a certain way of doing this. You have to do it a certain way, because people in China is hard to understand, guys, and how to talk to them. There's certain ways you need to do things, understand how it works, because you can make some bad mistakes. It's cost me thousands and thousands of dollars from some of the mistakes I've done because I didn't ask them the right questions and so forth. They won't. Even if they know something could be wrong, they won't bring it to your attention unless you ask. Okay, and there's a lot of other things you need to know. But we have a whole module on building your own store, guys, which is a bunch of videos. And I don't leave anything out. I give you all the shipping return policy stuff, all your stuff you need for privacy, everything you put in for your headers. I give you templates, guys, buy buttons, you name it, it's all there. And not counting all the bonuses. There's tons of bonuses. There's like, I think, 30-some bonuses there, guys. A lot of good resources, images, PSDs. We also have interviews from experts. So we're constantly adding interviews. I think there's about 4 or 5 in there now from experts in particular, these guys, I'm sorry. There's a training module, which you guys see right here, and our software, or 2 pieces of software, guys. And it's all protected, guys, so you could go in there and just log in every time you want to do, and watch your videos as you go along, right? And it's always, when you get to the very bottom of each model guide, it can take you to the next module. You don't have to worry about going over here, so you keep track of where you're at. Here it is, guys. Oops, we get Paul to put in their link for us. The link, guys, and I got some more stuff I want to show you here in a second, is ecomdomination.com/get/Paul. If you guys want to grab it now. It's only $197, guys. I will be raising the price also pretty soon. For $197, it's a steal and a half. Okay, here's the advantage that no one else has but me, guys. You see that big arm over there? That's me. You see that little arm over there? That's Paul. Just kidding. He's ignoring me right now. I have 2 pieces of software, guys. They're called AZ Prospector and eProspector. Never been sold anywhere, nowhere else. They only come with this product. You have to buy the training to get these software. Super easy software tools that reveals hot selling products within Amazon and eBay within seconds of searching, guys. Seconds. It take you hours or days to try to figure out some of these niches and stuff, how to find them, guys. Software does it for you. Ignore slow-moving, low-ranking products. Deliver only the best to you. Okay? Shows you products with staying power. Long, steady sales history. This is what you want, guys. You want products that's selling good and have a long, you don't want big spurts of products and then it dies, right? You want product that sells good year round. You know what? To be honest with you, I'm still selling Christmas ornaments, guys. This is February, the middle of February. I'm still selling Christmas ornaments. I'm selling nutcrackers, Santa Claus figurines, snowman, that kind of crap like that. People still buy stuff year round like that, right? My software delivers products that have tons of reviews and are guaranteed to be the best sellers on Amazon and eBay. I'm going to show you an example here in a minute. It's like having a crystal ball. That's what I like to say. It is like having a crystal ball, guys, because it shows you stuff that if you had a crystal ball and you say, oh, I want to find the hot niche in this, check it out. AZ Prospector, guys. And what you got to do, you can go to Amazon and you can look for the top sellers in any particular category. But what you can't do is you cannot narrow down the sort of price, days in the top 100, and reviews, and so on. What this does, it shows you how many reviews and you can narrow these down, guys. If you want the top days in the top 500 days, 1,000 days, 2,000 days, and you can narrow down reviews from 100 to 500 to 1,000. It goes on and on. So you can look for products that's got thousands of reviews and knock these other guys out. You want 500 plus, this will be gone. These three would be up here. Whatever's down here that has over that amount. So you see the power of the software. If I want to go higher in price, so I'm looking at products that are $49.99 or above. I can look for that and knock all the other little small stuff out that's in my way that I don't want to fool with, right? Narrow it all down. So software is amazing, guys, because within seconds you can type in I did pet stairs here. You type in pet stairs and hit search. Simple as that, guys. I usually don't use the category. Some people just use it. You don't even type nothing here. Just go for a complete category. The power of this software is you put the keyword you want in here. See that? You can put the keyword instead of just going, because you can look at the categories all day long on Amazon, but you can't sort out like you can with the software. But the thing is, if you're looking for any particular product, you can type it in here and look and search. If you do anything here, you can go ahead and clear results out and stuff too, guys, and start over and put another keyword in here. It's amazing software because it does it when you put pet stairs or whatever you're looking for, birdie binoculars, and you hit search, within seconds this stuff comes up for you. Then you just narrow down your pricing real quick. Within 5 to 10 seconds, you got all your search results, and you can start finding your manufacturers. Here's the other piece of software, guys. It's called Ecom Prospector, and this does for eBay is what this does. I like to look and see how many sold and so forth, right? It's really great tool to do the same thing. I look for a digital bathroom scale, and this is what you come up with right here, right? I come up with all these different. It's sold 240, it's sold 836, sold 3,373. I know these are hot sellers, and I can go on Amazon and do the same thing, guys. I know this hot selling product. I can go to Alibaba or find a manufacturer, one of the two. If I want to import myself, I can go to Alibaba, which I did. I can get these cheap in China, guys, cheap, really cheap. But I find a manufacturer over here that's selling for maybe $7 or $8, and they'll drop ship them for me. That'd be good, right? Even cheaper.
Yeah, I actually had a chance to play with these softwares, and they're just really awesome. And I saw some people asking, do they work on Mac and Windows? And
Yep.
I'm on a Mac, so I know that they do because they're Adobe
Air. Adobe Air. Yep.
Yeah, which is
all built
awesome.
Adobe Air, so anybody can use it. Give you another cool thing it does too, guys. If I do a new version, which I've updated AZ Prospector a couple times, added the search option, a couple other things to it. If you buy this from me and you got the software in your computer, and if you open it next time, and I've done an update in between there, when you open the software on your desktop, it'll say, hey, this version 2.03 left. You want to download right now? Do you want to do it? And you just click yes, and it'll do it for you on your desktop. You don't need to log into the members area, do anything like that. It'll do it for you right on your desktop. So it'll see the newest version that's out there, right? The newest release version we put out. Boy, that's what the power of Adobe Air. I love Adobe Air. All my softwares has been built on Adobe Air because I can do a lot of things with it. I can update it, and it's good software, like you said. People, Windows or Mac, can use it. So
Yeah, it just saves you so much time. I mean, to be able to kind of somewhat automate this process and find the hot selling items, it's just awesome.
yeah, quickly and easily, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the power of it, is finding products that's quick and easy to find as hot sellers, right? That's what we want. So I cover all e-commerce channels. I told you guys I cover eBay, Amazon, and most importantly, your own websites. I can't stress that enough, guys. We hear all the big raves about Amazon. Amazon, oh God, making a killing. Guys, let's think about it. I mean, I'm right? If your Amazon account gets shut down, what happens? No money for you. And guess what? They'll hold your money for like 6 months. Seriously, they'll hold it like a little PayPal. They'll hold that money from you. So I cover all the e-commerce channels. I cover importing, buying surplus. I cover Facebook marketing. I cover marketing content, traffic. We cover all of it. I'm not going to, there's a lot of training there, guys, but the most important about the training is structured in a way it's easy to follow, very easy to follow. All right. Amazon, eBay, Facebook, your store, importing, white label, and bulk purchases, guys. If you want to buy in bulk, I bought 10,000 ornaments like in September for like $200, guys. 10,000 Christmas ornaments. I got a particular way I do things, especially with licensing products, and I talk a lot about that in my products, is licensing products. Okay. I mean, licensing has an expiration date on it, and you can get stuff cheap that way.
Hey, Sam.
If you want to buy in bulk surplus, yeah.
Hey, sorry to interrupt you. I see a lot of people curious about traffic generation, and they're wondering, is Facebook absolutely crucial for traffic generation?
No. I like to teach basic SEO, guys, and getting ranked without doing all the fancy schmancy stuff. I don't rarely pay for any advertising for anything. So I found out that I get most of my traffic organically anyways, right? So usually when I get into one niche, like for example, the doorbells, I bought 2 different domains today. I usually buy 2 or 3, right, in that range. I almost bought sports. I think sportsdoorbells.com, it was available. I said, I don't know if I rank it for it, but and usually get one of them ranked really easily, organically, guys, within a couple of days. Usually within a couple of days and get ranked. If it gets it ranked that way, I can throw some videos at it and start getting some traffic to it that way, because I can go on Fiverr and get video done for $5 or $10 and get 2 or 3 made for the same keywords and get ranked one of them, within a day easily. But no, I don't like to do Facebook traffic, guys. That's one thing I'm not the best at. I've tried it and stuff, and I have, it's more to keep up with and kind of manage and so forth. Now, I do a little bit of Facebook traffic for some of my offers, but none of my physical products. No, I get it ranked organically. And Amazon's amazing, guys, too. Amazing. After you build your websites and stuff, you can still demo Amazon, and you can make a lot of money with Amazon too, because they'll give you free traffic, right? There's no Facebook marketing needed. But to me, like I said, most importantly, you need to really build your own, a few websites starting off with, and it doesn't take no time. We did a live training session, which we're going to do some more in a few weeks. Did a live training session, guys, and showed you how to build a website like in 15, 20 minutes, free, and with free plugins and themes, all free with WordPress. Easy. We went all into detail, exactly step to step, and it was an hour and a half training session we did, and we went all through the whole process. And that's just one of the actual, not counting the training there, this is actual live training we do with our people. We usually do 3 or 4 training sessions every few months with everybody, right? So it doesn't take that much, and it's most free. You just buy your domain name, which is like $9 or $10 a year, and your hosting. You can used to do shared hosting for a while, and use PayPal for a payment process, because nowadays a lot of people pay through PayPal. Back years ago, guys, it was hard to get people to pay through PayPal because not a lot of people knew what it was or didn't use it. But a lot of people pay through PayPal these days, so always have PayPal on your site. If you don't do a merchant service, you can always just use PayPal and people will buy from you. I'm with you every step of the way, guys, on this. Like I said, we can do training sessions. We're getting ready to start some. I've been on vacation for over a week. I went to Mexico with my wife, and we just got back this last weekend. So we're getting ready to start another training sessions, and I'll bring some experts on board too to help you guys answer your questions and stuff and show you some really cool techniques. Show you how to pick the most profitable niche markets, guys. Guaranteed. Show you how to pick them very quickly. And I showed you a couple examples to the presentation already. I showed you secret sources I use to find wholesale suppliers with huge margins. Also, guys, in the bonus areas, I give you tons, thousands of drop shippers, all kinds of resources. I mean, it goes on and on and on, the stuff that's in the bonus areas, guys. On each module, every module that I have in this training, at the very bottom of say, for example, if there's 8 or 10 videos in that one particular module, and I talked about websites or any links or anything, resources throughout the whole module, then all the stuff will be at the very bottom below all the videos, all the resources you need down there that I talked about throughout that module in the videos. Just want to make it easy for you guys, right? So I give tons of wholesale suppliers, guys, that you can make a lot of money with. I show you how to sell huge volumes on Amazon, guys. It's very important. I showed you how one of my customers made $42,000 in December alone. He made $10,000 in November. So he just got started in October. About the middle of October, he bought my course from me. Like I said, and within 2.5, 3 weeks, he made 10 grand that not November, and he made 42 grand, and that wasn't even all the way through December. It was like right before Christmas. He showed me that snapshot, and it was 42 grand. I like fell over. But he went to our live training sessions we did, our weekly training sessions we did. Like I said, we do a quarter or so. Every 3 months, we'll do a 4-week training session with everybody. And he followed our techniques, right? I can show you guys the best drop ship suppliers that will make you money. You guys need drop ship suppliers that will make you money. And if you don't, if I don't show you in the suppliers that I have in a particular niche, I show you how to find them. It's easy to find, guys. Exact free website that I use for all my sites. Like I said, it only takes 15 minutes to set up. We was talking about that a minute ago. Which you'll learn how to get repeat sales with every single one of your customers, guys. Because you want to repeat your customers to keep coming back to you and buying from you. You don't want a one-time customer. It's just like doing it, affiliate marketing or whatever. You want people to keep coming back. It's like having an email list. Well, you email your list every so often because you want them to be repeat customers, guys, right? So you want to treat them good. I'll show you how to get your first sale within 7 days, even if you've never made a dime online before today, guys. Which is a hard thing people say that you can't make any money that quick. You can make money within days. Even in our Facebook members area, guys, on Facebook, we've got a group. People have made money within 2 to 3 days. Today's special offer, guys, is one-time investment. I never charge any more to you guys. I'm not going to sell you anything else. It's $197 for everything for a limited time. $197, guys. It's a one-time. I won't try to charge you anything else. I won't try to sell you anything else to go with. You know what I mean? I've got software in there. That's all you guys need. All the training is in there. I might recommend something to you once in a while, but to be honest with you, I don't promote anything to the people that buys my training on this particular training. I don't promote anything to them. So I want to keep them inside, and I want them to learn the e-commerce business and build their own business, right? When you guys sign up, you're protected by a 30-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. Even if you're not satisfied, neither am I. So just contact me, let me know, and I'll return every penny of your investment. If you think my voice sounds like it's crackling up, you don't like me, you say I'm ugly, I'll still refund your money. Just contact me, guys. All right. So 30 days, money back guarantee. Just email us by support. We have a help desk, or you can just email me, and we'll get you within 24 hours. We'll get your refund over to you. Okay. Just keep in mind, sometimes we have to sleep and stuff, so it can't be instant sometimes, right? Some people jump the gun and they want to go to PayPal and file a dispute or something like that. I don't really care for that. Just ask for it, and I'll give you your money back, right? You're 100% protected. You have nothing to lose, guys. Everything to gain when you sign up now. So like I said, 30-day guarantee. I can't stress that enough. Offer $197. This business is not going anywhere, guys. E-commerce has been around a while. It's just like having your own store, but it's online without all the overhead and all the headaches, right? It has to go with employees and, insurance, light bill, all that kind of stuff you're paying for your physical store. Think about it. What if you wanted a Subway store? What's that going to cost you? That's going to cost you a lot of money. You can't build a real business for that kind of business for less than probably $500,000 or so, putting your store together and all the stuff that goes with it, right? Franchising fees. I'm giving you a business in the box for $197. It's not $3,000, $3,500. This training is worth way more than $197. Way more. I'm actually crazy for selling it like that. But go here, and I'll show you guys the example again. This is, like I said, this is a student. My student just started back in October, and he made $42,500 plus in 30. Well, he did that in 30 days. That was on. This was in December when he did this. So crazy stuff that he did. Like I said, 42,000 in 30 days. It was nuts.
That's awesome.
Awesome stuff, right? We had that there's an offer, guys, so it's ecomdomination.com. I'll answer some questions. You guys want to go through some questions and stuff? Like I said, you're guaranteed with the 30-day guarantee. I want to thank you guys for sticking around here, guys. You stuck around me for over an hour now, like an hour and 15 minutes. That's usually longer. My wife will listen to me at any time, but I'm just kidding, guys. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. Hanging out. So you're obviously interested in learning how to build an e-commerce business, Amazon, quickly and easily. So.
Yeah, we appreciate you doing this training session. Lots of great information. People are really loving this. I see a couple of common questions coming through. Some people are wondering what's the difference between wholesalers and drop shipping.
They're pretty well the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drop shipper is a manufacturer or a wholesaler, supplier. You can hear different phrases all the time. The importer. They're actually they're importing from China or somewhere, right? So the importer or wholesaler or manufacturer, drop shipper, whatever. The drop shipper is one of them companies that will ship the product to your customer. Simple as that. They are a drop shipper.
Cool. Another question. Do you have to build a website for each item you sell?
No, 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 no. For example, I'm going to be doing the doorbells, guys. I'll have so many categories for the college teams. This guy's got like a few dozen college teams and NFL teams, and that's all I got to do is probably, what, 80 products or something like that, maybe 60, 80 products, and that's it. That's, one website I'm selling doorbells, right? One other website I might be selling cycling jerseys. I have a website that I sell nothing but garden statues, guys. That's all I sell. That's all. But there's like 100, 120 garden statues on it, right? So, I have some websites that has 8, 10 products, guys. That's it, because it's a good niche product. It's all it is, and it sells well, right? So, I'll give you guys one tip. Do not ever build a big, massive website. I made a mistake. I built a website one time, and I wanted to be the biggest college website online, and I ended up being that. Okay, we had 37,000 products on it. Took about over a year to get these products up. We were selling a lot of products in between, but we just kept uploading products and getting manufacturers and calling people, you know what I mean? And what happened, I was selling doorbells, not doorbells, I was selling license plates, shot glasses, musical toothbrushes, all kinds of stuff, guys, $9.99, $12.99, $19.99, and I was selling a lot of it. The problem was, I couldn't get no sleep. Me and my wife couldn't get no sleep. We worked so hard, so much. We were selling so much stuff through that website. It was killing us. And I went to talk to a friend of mine one time. We went to a trade show, and he said, we've got to concentrate on higher priced products that sell, right? So what I did, I decided at that time, I've taken everything off that website that's under 50 bucks. Everything. I took them out of stock because in case I ever wanted to sell the website, we just put them back in stock. You can always take your stuff right out of stock real quick, right? We went down to 17,000 products, from 37,000 to 17,000. Guess what? I still make the same amount of money with that website. I don't nearly work my butt off, as much. So what I learned is build small websites, 100, 200 products around that range, even smaller, that products I can sell, right? So like I said, dude, I got garden statues. I was in a dog collar niche for years until the manufacturer that I was dealing with, I was getting Italian leather dog collars selling for 30 bucks a piece. I was selling leashes for 30 bucks, and sold it for years for this company. They went bankrupt. So every once in a while you'll find a company, you'll lose a good niche, right? I had one niche. I was selling inflatables, these big inflatable football players, NFL and college. He was like 6 foot tall. I was crushing it, guys. I had 2 websites. I was crushing it. Guess what? They went out of business after about 3, 4 years, something like that. I lost that niche. I dipped the websites, dropped stuff. It will happen. That's why it's very important to keep building websites. I don't build websites all the time, guys. I've got 40 plus websites. It's, sometimes I'll drop some. I'll buy a few here and there. I'll throw something together. It took me 4 hours a day to buy the domain names where I'll go change my name servers, have the site up and going up without putting products up. The site's ready to go. MP3 doorbells, but you won't see it now. It says under construction, but I've been working on the back end of it so I can see what I'm doing, right? You can't see it. So I want to be right before Google sees it and starts indexing it. You want to make sure everything's right, guys, before Google indexes your stuff. And I explain that in the training. But you want to have multiple websites. And I'm not saying the 40 plus I've got are all winners, but a lot of them are, because I do a certain way, a certain technique, and I get ranked for the keywords pretty easily and pretty, without a whole bunch of trouble of doing backlinking and link wheels and Facebook advertising and building fan pages and all that crap. It gets old, guys. You can't keep up with the stuff when you start doing that, right?
Hey, Sam, are you using Shopify? A lot of people are asking
Nope.
that.
Cost you money. That stuff costs you like 30 bucks a month per website, guys. If you have a 40 website, that's going to cost you a lot of money. Everything that I do is with free resources, free tools. Awesome. I build my stuff out of WordPress. There's 2 different particular themes and 2 different particular plugins that are free that I use. And I use OS Commerce, which is free. I had somebody build me a nice theme, because let's face it, if you have OS Commerce, you download OS Commerce, the basic version of it, it's an ugly-ass website. OS Commerce is very good for getting SEO ranked, guys. There's 2 particular plugins, not plugins or contributions, that I use for OS Commerce to get me SEO-friendly websites. But OS Commerce is really a tough animal, guys. If you don't have any kind of background at all in uploading stuff manually and changing the looks of it, because it's just not like WordPress. OS Commerce is not like WordPress. You just don't click a button and change a theme. You have to manually have someone code it for you. There's a lot of any kind of plugin that you install on WordPress, you can't install, it's not a plugin on OS Commerce, it's a contribution, and it's coding you have to do manually. You don't have buttons. You click something. Oh, upload, update. Activate. It doesn't happen that way. So you don't never want to start with OS Commerce or something like that you don't know about. WordPress works really good, guys. Shopify, like that, Paul, I don't recommend anybody doing that, especially when you're starting off, because it costs you a lot of money, right? And they have control of your shit. What if you pissed them off or something happened, something's crazy happened. I've had hosting companies lose my complete websites, guys. I had one last year. They had a problem with the server. I lost on that one website. I told you I have 17,000 plus products. Well, I had 37,000 products, but I had all these other things out of stock. The images were there. They retrieved the whole website except for the 37,000, the images folder, which had 37,000 images. It took me days to figure out. I keep backups on DVDs and stuff. It took me days to get that all compiled. Probably maybe a week. It was really painful, but you always want to have backups. That's one thing I always really I like to stress is backups, guys. Always have backups and systems in place. But Shopify, no, I've used it a couple of times. I got a real good friend that loves it, but he only has like 5 or 6 websites, and he does a lot of traffic generation, yada yada yada. It takes up a lot of his time to do that, right? That's not the way I like to do it. Any more good questions here, guys? Let's see here.
Shipping. You can't see the question box?
I can't see it, no.
Okay, hold on.
Maybe
check it now.
I'm going to start looking at some questions for you guys.
Can you see it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool.
I sure can. Shane said, I almost bought a course like this for $1,500. I'm giving you guys value. If you guys get in there and look at this product for $197, you're going to craft your pants. Honestly, I'm not going to tell you, there's a lot of training there, and I don't want to scare you and say there's so much in there. There is a lot of good stuff in there, but it's set up in a way, guys, it's easy to follow. And the videos are not they're not really long, right? 3 to 5 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes, some of it depends, right? So I'll break it down to easy chunks for you guys. Dude, just face it, there's a lot of modules you don't need to go through. If you're getting started, you don't need to do any importing. You just white label, stay away from the whole module, stay away from the buying surplus and closeouts. You don't need to see that module right now. You don't need to see the Facebook module. You don't need to see any of that stuff, guys. You need to concentrate on finding the most important modules is 2 and 3, which is finding hot niche products. 3 is finding Number 2 is find hot niche products. Number 3 is find the manufacturers. And then you decide if you're going to do eBay, Amazon, build your own website. I highly suggest you start, doing some stuff with eBay. If you haven't done anything online, if you've already been selling on eBay, have done that before, skip the whole module. Jump into building a few websites and start dabbling on Amazon.
You know what I really like too is that, if you're stuck on something and you need to look back, it's really easy to come back into the site and see, okay, I want to check out something on this topic, and you can hop right back in and watch that video.
Yeah. Let's see. I see somebody said something about, does Sam have another product called Live Prosper? Never heard of that one. I have some other product called like Gig Prospector, a couple things like that. Does some cool stuff with Fiverr and stuff like that. Some other little pieces of software. Ferdy says this is the best value for money products I've seen in at least 2 years. Thank you, Ferdy. Really appreciate it. Millen hasn't said, I wonder if you have to invest quite a bit more besides the cost of the software. Well, no, Martin, what you're doing, you're buying the $197 for my stuff here. You're getting the software with it. It all comes with it. All the training modules, all the bonuses, the interviews, and all that kind of stuff. All you have to have, Amazon doesn't cost you anything. It's $30 a month if you want to dig into Amazon. But having your own websites doesn't really cost you nothing other than buying domain names. $9 a year, $8.99. I think you can get them cheaper somewhere else. I buy mine from Domain Cheapsters. There's a lot of places you can buy domain names. Probably buy them cheaper, $9. But if you start off just like 4 or 5 websites, what's 5 websites? That's 5 times 10 is $50 a year. I guarantee you, them 5 websites, you're going to have 2 of them. It's going to do you pretty good. It's going to pay you. You'll make a lot more than $50 off them 5 websites, right? So, and then your hosting. Hosting, guys, you can get a shared $4.95 a month or something like that. Can you still hear me, Paul?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, I thought it might have broke up or something. But the hosting, guys, is cheap now. You don't need a dedicated server for the IP address, dedicated IP, and all that stuff now. If you can also get a PayPal Pro account, guys. It's $30 a month. You can take credit cards straight through there. That is the best way. So, for example, when my customers come to my website, they have an option to pay through PayPal. They click the PayPal button to go do the PayPal the standard way, and they click credit card. And guess what it does when it does credit card? I still get my money through PayPal. They don't know that. It's called PayPal Pro, guys. It's really cool, $30 a month, but you don't need that right now. All you need is a PayPal button and PayPal payments, and you start making money without investing that $30 a month, right? I don't suggest you guys doing anything until you're ready and you're already making money. You want to do everything free other than buying your domain name, and you're having a shared server. It's like $4.95 a month or something like that.
Exactly. Let me explain drop shipping again too really quick for everyone, because a lot of people are asking about, what do I need to buy inventory and this and that. And that's the whole point, is if you start with drop shipping, you don't need to buy inventory. What that means is that you don't buy any inventory until you've got payment in hand from the customer who purchased the item.
Yep.
That's the beauty about drop shipping, guys. You get paid for the item first, and then you pay the manufacturer, they ship it out to the customer. So you don't even have to deal with shipping if you go that route.
That's correct. Friend is asking, Mr. Wheeler, I don't know if somebody, friend Wheeler, any upsells on this? No upsells, buddy. We have no upsells. You pay $197, that's it. I'm not trying to sell you anything else. I'm not trying to put you through a whole funnel of buying all this stuff from me. It's $197, that's it. I'm not going to try to sell you anything else, as an OTO 1 or 2 or whatever, right? Do you ever use FBA, Sam? Yes, use FBA, Tom. I like to do a lot of stuff. If you're doing physical products and doing FBA, then you're doing physical products and you have it yourself, guys. Drop shipping, you don't do FBA, right? You just have them listed on Amazon and you're selling it, and then you send it to your manufacturer and they send it to your customer. Sorry, I don't have Mr. Thompson asking about payment plan. We don't have a payment plan, so it's $197 one-time payment. And we talked about, Martin asked about more expensive and stuff. We talked about that. So there's no more expenses other than you're buying your domain names. If you want to go that route, buy a few domain names. My color scheme keeps going crazy on my computer here. Thank you, Fernandez. Thank you, Paul. Well, Big Moves is asking how much different is this from my other courses? Well, I've bought a lot of people's other courses in the past. The problem I found out is they only cover one thing. And I've done the same thing in the past myself, guys. I've sold products on eBay, about eBay, and selling stuff, building your own websites with OS Commerce. But it was never as big as this product here. This took me 8 months to put together, to be honest with you. 8 months of my time for all the programming and stuff like that. 8 months of my time to, have the branding and stuff done. I've never launched it on launch, guys. It's never been sold to the public other than a few webinars I've done. A few dozen webinars I've done from last year till I think Paul's the second webinar I've done this year. That's all. I just don't push this out there to everybody. I don't let anybody promote this. And like I said, it's never been launched. So it's really, that's why you probably don't hear about it from other people, because it's not out there just for anybody. You thought Amazon requires that you ship items. Nope. I do most of us drop ship to there. The thing is with Amazon, when you're doing that, guys, you got to make sure the products are in stock, because you don't want to start getting bad feedback and stuff when you have to cancel orders. There's another cool little techniques I teach you guys how to cancel orders without getting hurt, getting in trouble, because that just strikes against you. Okay, type in a question here for. Let me go up here to the top here. There's probably a lot of questions that people earlier asked, and I didn't get time to see them. So, said audio's good. Yes, cool. Okay, somebody asked here, don't you need a license for something? Don't you need a license or something to sell NFL and NASCAR stuff, college stuff, or whatever, guys? No, you don't, because you're dealing with the manufacturer that has to do all the licensing and all that stuff themselves. That's not your problem. It's their problem. They're paying royalty fees. All you're doing is reselling, guys. I'll give you another example. We talked about a while ago about buying surplus and closeouts. Why I like closeout, why I do this, guys, because if somebody have a license that runs, they do a year, it's a yearly license. So, for example, if their license ends on February, whatever the last day of this month is, if their license agreement runs out and they don't want to renew it because they haven't been selling enough of it, yada, 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 they have to legally get rid of that product, or they can't. They're not really legally allowed to sell it after that date. The closer you get to that date, you can buy the stuff for next to nothing. I get a lot of companies that email me all the time, guys. Hey, I got an opportunity for you to buy stuff. We're getting ready to drop this team. And what I know, they don't tell you this, but I know for a fact they have to get rid of it. And they have to get rid of cheap, because otherwise they're going to be sitting there. And some of them will keep it and sell it maybe on the side or something like that, but not all of them, guys, because they want to stay legit. They don't want to get in trouble with the collegiate group, the CLC and stuff, right? Or any kind of licensing stuff, guys, works the same way. Elvis Presley, Betty Boop, whatever kind of license stuff like that. When the license agreement runs out, there's an opportunity for you to grab stuff cheap. So back to the question, do you have to license stuff? No, that's their problem. They did all the license. They had to get approved and stuff. All you're doing is reselling their products. Good stuff, right? Don't do webinars when you have a code. I don't have a code. I don't have a code. Don't have a code. I'm not tan from being in Mexico for a week, though.
How many hours a week do you need to spend on this, Sam, in order for someone to be successful?
Like I said before, if you're working for another job, then I'll just do it a couple hours a night, 1 or 2 hours a night, and start learning the process. If you're doing this full time and you're just like stay-at-home mom, and your kids are at school during the day, and you do your chores and stuff at home, spend 2 or 3 hours on this a day, and I guarantee within a week or two you'll start selling a lot of stuff. eBay, guys, just eBay really quickly. eBay is a good way to get started if you've never done it. What first thing you do? You don't have to even get a hold of any manufacturer. Start going to your closets, to your garage, buildings out back. I'm sure your husband's got golf clubs or some kind of golf stuff that he doesn't use. You can sell, and yada, 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 right? Learn how the system works with eBay and dabble. If you've never done this kind of stuff before, eBay, start dabbling on eBay. That way, and then you don't have to worry about finding manufacturers yet, and get your feet wet and understand how things work. Sure, you're going to ship stuff out yourself, but that's a good way to learn stuff, guys, and start off small that way. But if you're already seasoned, you've been doing this stuff, you've sold stuff on eBay, you understand how it works, then you want to start building your own websites, and you want to start dabbling on Amazon. But I can't stress this enough, guys. Do not rely on Amazon or eBay or any third-party selling place for your business, for your real business, because this is a real business, guys. This is not the fly-by-night kind of crap that a lot of people do these days, right? You want to be able to do this, have a long-term business that works, and stay with it over time, right? And you can have one person say plus does not using search chip to have multiple days in 317. Mr. JD Handa, I think that's what it is. I'm going to give you guys an example. I'm not going to tell you what the niche is, but in some of these niches, guys, I'll do 3 or 4 or 5 websites. I've got one niche that I've got 12 websites on that particular niche keywords, right? I can go to Google anytime or have somebody go to Google and type in these 3-word keyword domain name, and 8 out of 10 spots are me. All different websites. But I've got 40 plus website, guys. I don't have them all on the same server. I have 5 different servers, all shared servers, right? So I like to sprinkle my stuff around. For example, I'm paying $4.95 a month for one server for Bluehost. I got 2 host monsters for $4.95 a month, right? It's not a big deal. On my doorbells, I put them on different servers because I don't want my money sites on the same servers. Google can see that as well. So after you start building these things up, you've got a couple on one server, couple here, 4 on different keywords in particular. So garden statues, bicycling stuff will be on those same servers and stuff. If I'm doing 2 or 3 different, 4 or 5 different domain names, I'm going to sprinkle around a couple different servers, right, with different IP addresses and stuff. And I explain that as well too. You don't want people to be able to search all your niches and find you that very easily and take your stuff over, right? Do we need to do SEO to rank and get traffic? Basic SEO, ChemD. You do not need to do a whole lot of crazy SEO. I hate it. I'm not an SEO, great SEO guy at all myself, but I learned how to do some basic stuff and you need to have some reroute tools that are to sort of change your domain names towards SEO friendly, right? There's a few things you need to do about your images, a little easy, smeezy stuff with your images to help you get ranked. I get a lot of traffic with just images. And your small description, guys. And you get description from your manufacturer and you just change it up. You never want to use the same description that they sent you right off the bat. You just don't want to use the same one because everybody's using the same one. A lot of people's too lazy to change it. So if you do a search for a particular product, you see the same description over and over again. I like to do a little bit different, change it up just a little bit, and sprinkle them keywords in and get some organic SEO and start getting traffic easily. Let's see. Scroll down. I think I might be getting lost here. There's so many questions. Any good questions here?
Yes. Someone was asking about do customers ever hijack your Amazon listing? I don't know quite what they mean by that.
Yeah, we'll do that too. I do the same thing, guys. I don't hijack anybody's listing, but I'll find a good product I see they're selling, like I showed you guys a while ago with all the reviews they got. And I might see a couple people selling that same product. Well, guess what? I'll contact the manufacturer because they had the manufacturer's name in the description. Talked about that earlier, right? And I'll contact the manufacturer and they'll say, sure, we'll let you drop ship. And all I have to do is I don't even have to add the product to my website. Amazon, you just go sell your own, so you don't have to manually upload images and stuff to Amazon. So you'll see your product, and you'll see sell yours. You guys ever seen that on the right side of Amazon? It says sell yours. Takes you about 3 seconds, 5 seconds tops to have that product listed. Now you're number 3. Guess what? I've seen products. I was telling you guys about the 1750 product, and I've seen these people selling for $79.99. $89.99. I'm like, yeah, guys, I'll sell this for $49.99 or $59. I just break it in, right? Still over double my money. That's what it's all about. The first thing is try to double your money, guys. If you can find a product you can triple your money on, wow, you've made it good. Because I got quite a few that I'm doing good with triple now. But I like to double my money if I can. It's really, if you can get a third, you're doing good. I like to double it. So if it costs me $29.99, I like to sell it for $69.99, right? I like to try to double my money on everything I sell if I can. Yeah, don't sell stuff for low profits, guys. Martin was showing me this link here. I'm not sure, Martin. I don't know whose link that is. Not mine. Maybe somebody's stealing my stuff or something. I don't know.
I see someone asking about images. I'm assuming they're talking about if you get it drop shipped and you don't have the item, how do you get the images? And I know from experience that they give you them, right?
You have to get the images. You have to get if they don't have images for products, guys, you don't need to be working with them. Because what they'll do is most companies will either send you an FTP link, or they'll send you a zip file, or back in the day, I got CDs. You get tons of CDs from companies, but most of them will zip stuff up, or they'll have a link for you to privately go grab it. I don't like to go download images one at a time. If there's 200 products, guys, I don't get time for that crap. Send me a zip file, you know what I mean, or a CD. Give you guys a cool example of what I just got today. Yesterday. Company called me before I went on vacation a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. Called me and said, hey, I've got these scrubs. We sell these collegiate scrubs. I'm like, I don't know. I've sold scrubs for a couple companies before. Did all right. Just wasn't a big winner, Our ours is different. Let me send you some samples. Guess what? I got me a UNC Tar Heel scrub. Nice. The whole outfit. My wife's a nurse. She was like, wow, this is really nice stuff. I got it free, guys. It cost me a dime. You can get a lot of samples that way, free stuff, right? Let me see here. Remember, guys, it's still, I didn't get the thing up here. It's a 30-day money-back guarantee on the product, guys, completely. I'm still get this link up here for you guys. Sorry. If you guys interested here, it's ecomdomination.com/get/Paul. Like I said, 30-day guarantee on, guys. Like I said, if you're not happy, I'm not happy. I want you guys to be happy with purchasing anything from me. Friend, this one guy's asking for the free video. I am so sorry. I told you guys I'd give this to you. I want to give you the slides. So let me give you a slide from tonight and the videos. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. Who is that? IN89. I can't read his name, but I'm sorry about that, guys. I want you to give your freebies here, right? So let's get your freebies up here.
Hey, Sam, do you outsource your order process?
I have a help desk guy that helps me with a lot of stuff.
Okay.
So, but the order process most of the time, guys, I do you send the email in. It takes me like 30 to 40 seconds to see email. Guys, would you if you can make $30 to $40 each email you send out, is that too hard to work for you after you get this system built up? It's not that hard. Now that's crazy easy money, right? I'm gonna send this to everybody here. Let's go entire audience, guys. So look, here it is. There's a link for the freebies I told you to give tonight. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad he brought that up and brought to my attention because I really almost forgot about it. I got it up here on the notepad on my other screen. But there's the INELY89. So there's the link, guys, for the this has got the whole slide right here. It's in there, and it has the videos I told you I'd give you guys too. So there you go. Go ahead and send it to him too as well. But you guys should see it in the chat box now. Okay. You can outsource it, guys. I got my help desk guy that actually does my help desk stuff, and most of the time, what I do is I give him the images and descriptions, and he'll change it up, and He's from overseas too, but he's really good with English. Very good. It just amazes me. He's been working for about 3 years. But he'll upload products and stuff for me, and it usually takes him a couple of days. I can do it quicker than he can, but he works cheap. He's like work for like $6 an hour, which is good money for him where he lives. So I do that a lot with him. As far as that part of it, as far as sending orders and stuff in, I like to do the orders myself. I always like to know what's going on. It's easy process. I usually spend maybe 20 or 30 minutes in the afternoons when I get tracking information to go to my websites or Amazon and throw the tracking information in. Because that's one thing I'm very stiff about, is I want tracking information within. I like my companies to ship out within 2 days. Most of them ship out the same day. If I get my order in earlier in the morning before noon, they'll ship out the same day, but no longer 2 days. I get pissed off when you go 3, 4, 5 days and not ship your orders out, right? And I require tracking too as well. I want, because how the hell you know if it's shipped or not, right? So, and a lot of people do want their tracking information. So, okay, he's asking for this link here. Send it to him. Okay. Oh, Paul, you got that one. I'm sorry, you got that one. Okay. That link, I've sent him the freebie to Brad. You're welcome, Brad. I like his last name. You guys get a lot out of this tonight. I hope you guys learn a lot, and I showed you guys some stuff that you've probably never seen before, hopefully. And yeah, if you don't buy it, if you don't buy this from me, I hope you guys got a lot out of the presentation. I enjoy teaching people and showing people how to make money. You know, I could easily just keep building my e-commerce business, keep pumping and pumping, and you know what I mean. But I like to do a lot of different things. I like teaching people to do stuff. I'll be speaking at NAMS next month. I don't speak a whole lot, but from time to time to speak. Some of you guys might know me from the Warrior Forum events. I did 5 Warrior Forum events. You guys might know the Warrior Forum. I don't own the Warrior Forum, but I did the networking events live. We did 4 in Raleigh, North Carolina, and 1 in Orlando. No longer doing them. Me and my partner decided we don't want to do them anymore since the forums just changed and they got bought out and all that kind of stuff. We just don't want anything to do with doing that type of live event anymore. But that was me and my partner, Brian McLeod. We did 5 of them since 2010. And but I like to teach people how to do stuff and how to make money, right? And e-commerce is my biggest thing. Some of you guys might see me out here selling Kindle software and that kind of stuff. But I've got a really good programmer that works for me, that does good stuff. But my biggest thing is e-commerce, guys. I've been doing it, like I said, 2003, and it's always been my thing. Even though you guys might see me launching something or doing something here and there, e-commerce is my business. Like I said, guys, it's a real business, and I like to really push that in people's heads. You need to build a real business, even if it's not e-commerce business. If you guys doing offline consulting and selling services to your clients, then great, that's good. I'm glad you guys are doing it. You're making a lot of money, hopefully, and you enjoy doing what you're doing. That's not my thing. I don't like a deal. I did that, guys. I did offline consulting, you guys might call it. When I owned a computer company, I was building websites. And when we was building websites, because you had to go to a computer store to get somebody to build a website for you back then. It wasn't hard, that easy to find somebody to do that stuff for you. So I was selling services and building websites and doing all that kind of stuff years ago before it was even called offline consulting. I don't know, doing that kind of stuff for people, selling Facebook marketing, all that kind of crap now. But if you're doing that, good. I'm glad you guys are doing it, and I hope you're making a whole lot of money and you're happy doing it, right? This is what I like doing. It's really easy money. Like I said, you build your sites up, you list your products on Amazon, whatever. They're there, guys. There's nothing fancy schmancy you really need to keep doing, right? So hope you guys grab it. If you don't grab it, I'm glad you guys come out. I really appreciate it. And like I said, I hope you guys got a lot out of it. Let's see if you got some more questions. We're just about need to wrap up here pretty soon. My wife's probably in there going, where's he at? He got lost again.
Yeah, lots of people saying they really enjoyed it, Sam. So I really appreciate you taking the time to share this with my people.
Yeah, Paul, I'm glad me and you talked here a couple of weeks back. I said, Paul, you need to check this out. And he's like, wow, this is a great product. And I said, well, we need to do a webinar. So I'm glad you decided to do this. eCommerce Goldmine is a product I did, maybe 4 years ago, James. So eCommerce Goldmine is strictly OS Commerce. I teach you exactly. Well, it just has none of the training this has. Not even comes close to this product. Not even a smidgen. No software, no nothing. All it's teaching you how to build an OS Commerce website. Which if you don't have any knowledge of any kind of uploading stuff or any programmer that knows OS Commerce, then you don't want to fool with that one. It's a good product, don't get me wrong, it's a really good product, but it doesn't even cover a tenth of what I've got in Ecom Domination, not even close. So, somebody said they also have ASM, turkey sellers around constantly shutting down products. Yeah, the thing is with them guys, there's so thousands of them guys, and there's so many people trying, and some of the niches they reveal that people take over. It's like, for example, the birdie binoculars. I've done other presentations and show people, hey, this is available. Look here how easy it is. And bam, next thing you know, it just goes crazy. I showed one night the pet beds you guys seen a while ago, the pet beds. I showed the domain name where they people. I showed them here. Let's Google and find this manufacturer. We found a manufacturer. Right on the front page it says, yes, we drop ship, yada, yada, yada. Well, guess what? Next thing I know, I did a presentation next week, and there's another products on Amazon anymore because I guess they shut all the drop shippers down because so many people was on that call that night. I guess they all just went to start the pet beds, right? So it's you kind of got to watch what you're doing on one of these presentations because, you know what I mean? Because everybody goes crazy and goes for the same niche, which I don't want you guys going after the same birdie binoculars or whatever. You guys got to be your own thoughts and your own things that you enjoy doing. You know, I enjoy scuba diving. I've got some scuba diving selling some scuba diving gear and stuff too, right?
Yeah, you got to get creative.
You gotta be creative, man. What if you're selling hunting stuff? You can sell bows and arrows. I got a good friend that makes a killing. He lives down in Georgia, and he makes custom bows and arrows, and he makes a freaking killing. Sell them online.
Awesome.
Right? If you have questions or technical challenges, I think somebody was asking. I can't see who asked this question.
Yeah, I think they wanted a link to your support desk.
We have a help desk. I don't go into detail about, you know, when we do our live training sessions, that's when you guys need to be there to ask your important questions. We get into group sessions, and that way we can look at what you're doing, because, or you can show me privately what you're doing so I can take a look and say, hey, you know, maybe you need to change this. And I don't mind doing that at all. Just give me a little time to get to it, okay? You know, give me 24 hours or so to get to it. If my help desk guy can't answer your questions, then he always sends them to me twice a day on Skype. Says, you know, can you answer this for this person? So I'll help you out where I can. And my email's here too. When you guys buy, you'll see my email address. So just give me a little time to answer back for you two guys, okay? Thank you, Martin. I'm glad you enjoyed this webinar. I really appreciate you guys coming out and spending the time. You know, it's 8-something tonight here. I don't know what time it is for you guys, but most of the time I get really bored with webinars. I like to have something that's informative. And I've narrowed this down, guys. I really want to show you guys some good stuff. Of course, I want to show you some proof as well. But I can show you tons of proof. I just don't want to go through all that kind of stuff. I just want you guys to check my product out, you know, if you want. Like I said, you got 30 days to get your money back. And I'm glad to give your money back, right? So it's not a problem. There's no payment plan or anything like this. It's $197. You can't buy a business for that, guys. And I guarantee when you go in there and look at this, you're going to say, wow, this is a business in a box. I was an ASM 3, but had the same problem finding products using their system. Well, you just got to, you know, I learned different things from my own self, and I've learned other things from other people as well. And that's why my training is not the all-one solution in the whole world, guys. You're always going to keep learning, right? You always learn the processes and how things work different by talking to your friends, talking to people in Facebook groups and stuff like that. So you always have to learn little cool little techniques and how things change and stuff, right? Thanks again, Martin. Appreciate it. If you guys have any problems with it, like I said, there's help desk. There's links all over the place. There's links in the software. If you guys have any problems, there's links in the members area too. If you guys have any problems, we usually don't have any problem people getting into it unless, you know, they didn't check their email and they went to spam or something like that. So it's very important to check your spam so you guys get the link to register and so forth. Okay. Any more questions here?
Lots of thank yous.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you guys for coming out. I really appreciate it. Do you need a reseller's license to sell online through your own website? No. No reseller license, Martin. That was one Martin asked a little while ago, wasn't it? Especially for licensed products, guys. Never try to do licensing yourself because it's a big headache. A big. I looked into that to get it myself. Mr. Milan Hunter, do you think of sexual health vitamin supplement niche? Personally, no. Not for me. Too competitive. I got one of my ex-partners into it right now. He's spending over $1,000 a day in ads and stuff. He's doing very well, but it took him over a year to get where he's at now, right? It's really competitive. And of course, there's a lot of legal things you can get trouble doing it too if you don't do things the correct way, right? So there's a lot of, the FTC and stuff's always watching that kind of stuff. And does Pinamaze help market for you on Pinterest? But I don't know if you're talking about Pinamaze, the actual plugin that I got, the Pinamaze theme that I did, or what. But Pinterest is big too, guys. Pinterest is really big too. If you want to pin image, you have somebody. I don't like to do it personally myself, but there's people making a lot of money getting traffic just by images and stuff, right? Somebody's Rihanna asked about if you say products directly off your website, how much does it check out services? Well, it depends. Like if you're using one checkout or whatever for your payment process, they're all different. What I found out that I use PayPal to give them the option to always use PayPal and always have the option for credit card. If you don't have a credit card service, guys, which costs you maybe $30 a month plus a percentage, or you can do PayPal. PayPal Flow is $30 a month. It's cheaper. PayPal PayFlow is cheaper than using a regular standard credit card service with my using it, right? But if you don't have a service like that, guys, you can just use PayPal strictly. A lot of people, you'll get a lot of sales like that. I guarantee when I started actually using PayPal, the last 2 or 3 years, I'd say 50% of my customers are paying directly through PayPal now. So you'll sell a lot of stuff just using, if you can't afford the checkout services, guys. But like I said, on my websites, they have a PayPal option and they have a credit card option. What they do not know, because I'm using PayPal PayFlow, it's just $30 a month. When they pay through credit card, it still goes to my PayPal account. It just looks like another PayPal transaction. They don't know that, but it's a pretty cool service to use, guys. Judy said the bonus that come with the course look awesome. There's a ton of them, Judy. There's a lot of cool bonuses there, but let's just dig into the course first. First, watch the main video. When you get into the training module, there's a video right there, and it's only like 6 or 7, 8 minutes long, something like that. It's a short video, but you need to watch that so you understand how to go through the modules and understand, just not jumping into it. I don't want you to jumping into it, and that's what I explain that module. Don't jump into it. Watch this video and let me explain how to walk yourself through that, right? What's been your experience with product refunds? I don't get that much. Market content. That's not your real name, but it's cool. What's been your experience with product refunds? Not that often. You know what? I'll give you an example, guys. Let me tell you something you shouldn't sell, and it's a whole different category type of thing. Okay, I told you I sell cycling jerseys. That's the only website now that has anything to do with sizes. Okay, don't sell anything to do with sizes or colors and stuff too. Okay, belts, flip-flops, shoes, dog collars, jerseys, T-shirts. You can buy T-shirts anywhere, guys. You sell it. But anything that does with sizes, guys, I've run into more problems than that in the past because, for example, somebody buys a jersey and they buy a large and they decide that they're too fat for that large and need an extra large, just for example. We're all fat. I'm fat. But the dog collar they ordered was not going to fit their dog, right? You didn't have to slip it back. But most people just want to return. They just want to get the product back. So that's why you stay away from sizes and stuff, guys. That's a tip I want to give you guys. Try to stay away from anything to sizes. Shoes, flip-flops. I'm about burnt with flip-flops. That does, you have so much trouble with them and stuff like that. So I'm not saying I haven't made a lot of money. I just had more troubles with the turns and a lot of headaches with it, right? And so not a really big problem. Most people, when you sell a product, guys, that people want, they want that product. They're not trying to rip you off and that kind of stuff, right? They're wanting that product because they've only a few people selling the product or whatever. It's the first person they've seen, they trust you. And you want to have trust stuff on your websites too, and I cover that a lot too in this product, guys. You want to have the trust of your customers because you only have a few seconds to get to trust and have a navigation-friendly website so they can find exactly what they're looking for, right? One was with an 800 number, right? Contact us page. It makes them feel trustworthy. You have seals, right? If you're doing free shipping, have free shipping plastered all over your damn website. I've got one that I did a test on last week, guys. I was normally charging $9.99 to ship, and I do really good on that website. But I did a free shipping thing. I did on the side of the website, on every product listing. it says free shipping, and so it's splashing on the website. Crazy, people going crazy because they're getting free shipping right now. I'll cut it off pretty soon, but I wanted to just test it and see if that works. I might just raise the price of the product and still cover my shipping, right? People like free shipping. Is the right domain name important? Yes, it is, Hedman. I showed you guys, I don't know if you missed it or not, but I showed you guys in there that the right domain name is very important, in my opinion. Yes. That way you can get ranked really easy, right? Really easy. You have a lot better chance than just trying to throw up Joe Blow's pipe shop or Joe Blow's cycling shop or something. You know what I mean? Sam England's England garden statues or whatever. Around the corner garden statues. Come on, you never get ranked for anything for that, right? Okay. Yes, when I get paid through PayPal, I get Shopping Ninjas. When somebody pays you PayPal or Amazon, you don't get instant money. Does it come to you instantly? Amazon pays you every 2 weeks. PayPal, you get it instantly. So keep that in mind. That's a really good question. I'm glad you asked that. So when someone pays you PayPal, do they access your money right away? If not, how long will it take? PayPal instantly, guys, got the money, yada, 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 it's yours. Let me give you a tip about PayPal. Never drain your account. I see so many people get their PayPal account temporarily banned because get blocked because they just keep jerking the money out. Always leave a little money in your account, guys, to cover refunds or something or whatever, right? You always want a little cash in there. But PayPal's instant. Amazon's every 2 weeks you get your money, guys. So, and they do it. They have an algorithm they use. I'm not sure how exactly it works, but it was cool for me because like December, I got a big payment right there towards the end of the year, and then I got a huge one in January, which was from last year. I don't have to turn on my taxes from last year. I turn on this year, right? I like to have a two-week payment thing every day over 2 weeks. But eBay's instantly, guys. When people pay from there, you get instantly to PayPal. So easy squeezy, lemon squeezy. Well, I hope you guys got a lot of this. I really enjoyed doing this. I know I'm getting tired. My wife's probably in there. Like, well, she fixed me a pot roast a while ago. I told her I want to eat a late lunch and then eat pot roast tonight. She fixed a big old pot roast and I'm ready to go for it. I hope you're recording this, Paul.
Yep, I've got a recording going, so I will get that out as soon as we can.
You get it done up there, I'll upload it for everybody so they can go back and use it. You guys, the link a while ago, just go find that link for you guys again, and I'll give you the link for the freebie. I told you guys I'd give you that freebie. And let's see, find the link real quick. I might have put it down already. Let's see. Do you have the link? Let's see where it's at.
Chat box here. I'll put it in the chat box again.
Yeah, let's close it. The Amazon direct link, guys. What it is this whole presentation in the PDF. The exact same thing, and plus 9 videos I told you how to install WordPress. And what I've given you guys for free tonight is not in the training at all. This is just a freebie I'm giving you guys. Installing WordPress and installing your WooCommerce plugin and setting up your own little store. But this not goes into great detail. It's pretty good training. It's 9 videos, but it's just a bonus freebie I'm giving you guys for showing up tonight, for coming out and checking out and listening to me talk for almost 2 hours now. I really appreciate it. And thanks everybody for coming out. All right.
Awesome. Thanks, Sam. We really appreciate it.
But guys, talk to you soon. We'll get the recording out for you guys in the morning, and there's a link there. Did you put it back in there for him again, Paul? Yep, appreciate it. Yep. So you guys could grab your freebie for sure. The videos and this presentation slide and stuff, because you guys are still. And I'm only selling. We originally said we're selling 30 of these guys. I think it's probably down to like 8 or 10 right now or something like that. But I'm going to go ahead and raise it up some, because I do want people to be able to have the opportunity to get into this training, and while you can. But I'm sure we'll probably close it down by no later than Friday. So, oh, and there comes another Amazon order. Let me see what I sold. Yeah. Jimmy Johnson NASCAR flagman Christmas ornament. Come on, guys. I'm gonna show you here. Think I'm full of shit, don't you? You just sold an item on Amazon. Jimmy Johnson NASCAR flagman Christmas ornament. Happens all the time, guys. People buy this stuff all the time. So don't think that you're selling just because it's Christmas ornaments and stuff that you can't sell the stuff year-round. So, cool stuff, guys. Hope to see you guys on the inside. Like I said, the training sessions will start in a couple of weeks. I just want to get everybody in together and make sure we can get people at a certain time where we get people to show up. I like you guys to show up because that way you can ask the questions you want. because it's nothing like watching the replay and say, wow, I wish I could ask this question. You wasn't there, right? So come to live training sessions, and so we can show you guys some cool stuff and, walk you through a little bit slower. Sometimes people don't understand certain things in training, which I do have it all easy to go through, but sometimes people just said they have to be pushed a little bit more and shown things that need to be done, right? So thanks for signing up, Randy. Paul, great time, buddy. I'll talk to you soon. And if you have anybody asking about the freebie tonight, email and you said they didn't get the link or something, just go ahead and send it to them. Feel free to do that.
Awesome. Sounds good, Sam. I really appreciate it. You have a good night.